Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you a quick and easy last minute gnome gift treat container. It's made with just a little plastic tube. You can use a toilet paper roll. Super cute little gingerbread man. If you want to know how to make him, stick around. I'll show you how. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. Okay, for this one, I'm just taking a white paper tube about the size of a toilet paper roll, and I'm just going to go ahead and trace the diameter at the bottom 2 times on this piece of craft paper. And I'm going to show you how to use any size container. I'm going to show you how to modify your pattern. I'm just going to go ahead and cut those out, and we're going to cut them out about a 1/4 inch away from the circle that you drew, because we need a little bit of a flap on it so that we can go ahead and make some slits on it to make it cover up the top and the bottom. And you're going to make about little 1/4 inch slits all the way around on both of these. And then we're going to go ahead and take them, we're going to bend all our little tabs upwards. And then we're going to go ahead and glue it to the bottom. Now take a little time to make sure that you get each one of those tabs pushed up there really tight, because you don't want to see it after we get the fabric put on it. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and fill it with some Hershey's Kisses. And then I'm going to put the top back on this one and glue it just like I did the one on the bottom. Next, I'm just going to roll it up in a piece of cardstock, and I'm just going to go all the way till it overlaps the other side. And then just mark that, and then go ahead and draw a line at the bottom of your tube to mark the length of the tube. And then I'm going to just cut that out. Then I'm going to take a bone folder and I'm going to break up the fibers of my paper so that it will roll around my tube easily. And then I'm just going to glue this in. So I'm going to start at this side, glue it down, roll it up, and glue it on the other side. Now, I should have saved this paper and cut out a piece of fabric for the pattern, so be sure and do that when you cut yours out. Then you won't have to go through this next step that I did, because we've already done it. You could have used that piece of paper for this pattern. Okay, then we're just going to glue it down one side, roll it up, and glue down the opposite side. And I'm sorry I have so much shadow in my video today. I didn't realize it was so shadowy. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue down around the bottom part and the top part. And then I'm just going to come back in on the bottom, and I'm just going to put a circle covering the bottom of it. Now I am using fleece on this. Okay, next we're just coming in the bottom and putting some ribbon around the bottom of it, starting in the back where the seam is, and just going all the way around to the other side. Now I don't know where I got this ribbon, I just had this already. Okay, next I'm going to put some rickrack on it, and I'm going to put some buttons on it. So I'm just taking 2 red buttons, and I'm just going to glue them right to the front. Just kind of make sure that your squares are straight. And then I'm just going to run some rickrack down both sides, probably about, I'm going to say maybe 3/4 of an inch away from those buttons, because you want to be able to see it once you get the beard on. And then we're going to do the same thing for the opposite side. Just make sure that they are even. Kind of line it up and just look at it real good before you completely glue it down. Okay, next we're going to cut the beard, and we're going to cut it at 1 3/4 wide by 1 3/4 in length. And then I'm just going to go behind the faux fur and cut out the beard. Just make sure that you're cutting the backing only, and then clean any excess off. Okay, so depending on what kind of tube you use, just measure around the top. Mine's 6.5 inches. I'm going to add 1.5 inches, so I'm going to have an 8-inch wide hat. Then I'm going to come down and measure the length. It's 4 inches. I'm going to double it, so my hat will be 8 inches in length as well. So I'm going to have 8 by 8. I'm just going to fold it over. I'm going to come up 2 inches, and I'm going to come up at a diagonal and start going to the tip of the hat. Just cut it out. And then just open it up, and we're just going to start gluing it together. Okay, let that dry. And then we're going to open it up, and we are going to make a cuff on it of 1 inch. And you're going to do this before you turn it right side out. Then just go ahead and glue that down all the way around. Okay, now take your pliers, go ahead and turn your hat right side out. Just make sure your peak goes on out there. And then we're going to add the beard right up at the top edge of that tube. We're going to build the arms. We're going to take two 12-inch pipe cleaners, and you want your arm to come down probably about 1/2 inch from the bottom of that tube. So whatever kind of tube you're using, just come down and make sure that it comes down at least that far, and you have enough to bend over the top, and then go ahead and cut the excess off. Now, I didn't give you an exact size on the fabric, but the one I ended up cutting was 1 1/4 by 4 3/4 on this. This piece here was a little bit bigger than that, but by the time I did finish it up, I did measure it out. So we're just going to go ahead and glue down one side, and then we are going to tightly roll this into this fabric. Just put a little glue right there, and then just start rolling it up, because you want to make sure that you do get your line straight. And then on the end, I'm just going to go ahead and add a 10mm half bead at the top for the hand. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. Just make sure that when you're rolling them up, you are getting them the exact same diameter. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and attach them to the body. We're just going to bend the tip of them over just a little bit, and we're going to glue them on. Now, you want to glue just at the top edge and down below. You don't want to glue the top part over onto the paper, because otherwise it'll have a hard time opening it up. When they do get their package to open it up, all they got to do is lift up that wire, that pipe cleaner, and then they can take their candy out. Okay, next we're just going to add a little bit of rickrack around the bottom edge of the hat. Come up about maybe 1/2 inch from the edge, and just go all the way around. When you get to the back, just go ahead and cut the excess off. And then when you glue this in, go ahead and pull your hat apart so that those sides meet. You don't want to make your hat tighter than it needs to be. Okay, then we're going to come in and we're going to put a pipe cleaner inside of it. Just fold your 12-inch pipe cleaner in half, and then go ahead and bend over the pointy part on the bottom and glue that in. Okay, then we're just going to go ahead and put it right over the top of our container. Okay, I'm just going to attach the nose, just going to glue it right in the center, but don't glue it to the hat, because the hat has to be able to come off. Then I decided to tighten up the arms a little bit with a string just to secure them a little bit more. So go ahead and take your hat back off and go ahead and tie it around the beard, the top of the beard, and all the way around the arms, and tie it really, really tight just to secure it a little bit better. And then I'm adding another button just like on the front of his shirt to his hat. And then I'm going to put a little pom-pom on the end. And then just go ahead and put his hat back on. And then just pull it down farther in the back than in the front. And then go ahead and bend the tip of the hat over. Just make sure you get your pipe cleaner right to the side. And then I'm just going to attach a little gingerbread man that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to just put it right on his hand, like he's holding it. All right, he was pretty cute and pretty easy to do. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope y'all all have a Merry Christmas. If you like this video, be sure and give me a like. And if you want to see future videos, be sure and subscribe and ring that bell to be notified when I have a new video. Thank you so much for watching.